not knowing if he could ever play again, to coming back last season and ending up the first seed. The seasoned veteran Peyton Manning and the Broncos will be on our radar today. And while Peyton Manning launched his team into the playoffs, rookie running back Doug Martin's Buccaneers fell just short of the postseason. Hello, I'm Trayvon Jones, and this is NFL Powerball. As you know, I picked two teams and talk about the latest offseason news, their needs, where do I see them at in the division and in the conference coming up this season. I also mention obstacles that may push them forward and hold them back. To begin, I'll talk about the cold loss the Denver Broncos suffered at home in the playoffs this year. I felt that the last play that the Ravens executed on offense, that was responsible for a secondary that had done pretty well all season, being third on the pass against the pass and third against the rush. The secondary's old. Champ Bailey got burnt pretty much the whole game by Torrey Smith, and any other receiver you put that has pretty much a decent amount of speed is gonna hurt that defense, knowing that he's their #1 corner. As far as the news goes, their offensive coordinator Mike McCoy has become the San Diego Chargers head coach, and the quarterback coach Adam Gase has been promoted to their offensive coordinator. With Tracy Porter, cornerback, and Brandon Stokes, wide receiver, being free agents this year, they're gonna have to fill those spots quickly, because Demaryius Thomas and Eric Decker being Peyton Manning's two main receivers, he's gonna need that third option still, and Brandon Stokes did provide that. They're also still gonna need a running back, because Willis McGahee he took his injury, and he had some people stand up in his place like Lance Ball and Noshawn Moreno, but Noshawn got hurt also, and they're gonna need a strong running back to fill that void. They're also gonna need a middle linebacker. Their secondary is gonna have to be upgraded. Another wide receiver, like I said, and it wouldn't hurt to put more depth in your line to protect Peyton. We also just heard that Ryan Clady has been franchise tagged. That's someone on the line, a tackle. Where do I see them at? I see them first in the division again. I see them maybe first or second seed. I can't tell you who they're going to be behind, but I see them first or second seed. And I see them also making it to the AFC Championship this year with a strong possibility, because the chemistry they're going to be able to build this season is not going to be like last season. Last season they had to build the chemistry. This season is going to be about working and building more chemistry on top of what they already know about each other. Pushing them forward. That's going to be the one thing to push them forward, making them comfortable with each other, and the whole division really is just a runaway type thing. If Peyton can stay on his hot seat, with a hot hand, holding them back, the whole team's health. It's one of those teams where if you're not old, most of the good players are injured in some kind of way, and this team has took falls from very successful names. Von Miller is this maybe his third season. Standout, wonderful, superb linebacker. Getting him, moving him around, him learning more, that's going to be one of the things that push them forward, not hold them back. As far as the Buccaneers go, Josh Freeman and in a division that's real crowded with wonderful offenses, he's going to have to step up. His running back Doug Martin did provide a lot of leeway, getting him out of many things this season that just passed. 10th on offense, they were 10th pass, 15th in a rush. On defense, they were 32nd against the pass and first defending the rush. I love the aggression, but being 32nd against the pass it's not good if you're first against the run. As far as all-season news go, the defensive end Daquan Bowers was arrested for having a gun at the airport. Just one of those things that's going to hold him back if he can't get back early enough to do what he needs to do. They're going to need the secondary. They're gonna need to upgrade the secondary tremendously, because without a key to lead there anymore, a lot of their people have just kind of slumped down. Not slumped down as in not covering, just not doing as well as they could. Where do I see them at? I see them third in the division with maybe the Falcons first or second and the Saints first or second. Carolina, if Carolina can get hot early in the season, they may run away with it. In front of them, they may be fourth, but I do not see the Tampa Bay making the playoffs again. I don't see them making the playoffs this year as they did last year. I don't see them beating the Atlanta Falcons twice if they can't get their secondary upgraded. Pushing them forward, Doug Martin is something to be very optimistic about. A running back in this game, in this day and age, with everyone passing, you want something to slow the game down, and it's superb when you have a running back that you can give the ball to, and he can get your first down, and you can for your game playing more better, get a better play to set up. Another thing pushing them forward, Josh Freeman, developing more. He has a running back that he can depend on now, not like he did with Blunt, but he has a younger running back he can depend on that will actually get his yards and actually make it worthwhile. Also pushing them forward, I see the Panthers taking a down step, not tremendously, but maybe if not the same record they have, maybe another loss. And their run defense, that'd be another thing that pushed them forward. Maybe if they can get the pass protection better, their rushing defense may not be ranked number 1, but they'll still hold up because they proved they could this season. Holding them back, their secondary will be one of the main things holding them back. Getting scored on is not good, because if you can score points, you can win. Not saying that your defense is not the most important, but your defense also needs to be able to hold the opposing team from scoring. And Sean Payton being back in New Orleans will be another thing that holds them back. We've seen the Saints struggle more than we wanted to in the beginning of the season, and that's another way the Tampa Bay got ahead of them, winning many of their first amount of games. But Sean Payton holding back. Hopefully that they go in the draft and free agency and get what they need, and if they can do that, they'll bet against the defense. As far as today's discussion went, Peyton Manning, I see him going a long way, and being 5th with passing yards and 16th with the rush, your offense is not going to go anywhere with Peyton Manning running it. And Tampa Bay, they can just defend against the pass and get something else going. Maybe get Josh Freeman another receiver that he can work with. That'll be a strong plus side for them. This is Trayvon Jones, and I've been with NFL Powerball. Thank you. Have a nice day.